morning. It's turned out nice again. Well, it's a beautiful blue sky. There's no clouds in the sky whatsoever. And the sun is out, but it is extremely windy. We've had horrendous wind here for a few days. It gets really bad at night, tends to ease off during the day, but today's the first time we've had it during the daytime. Why is it? It can be really windy overnight and then now the next day, because that's usually what happens. But no, it's really bad. And I just took Her Royal Highness to work, and around town and on the dual carriage, all the roads or whatever around, it's just carnage everywhere. My lights at my gate, I had to tie one of them down and wedge it into there's a little cupboard outside. But when I came down this morning, that's just completely come out. It's ripped all the tiles out of the wall. So we've got to deal with that. It's absolute carnage out there, to be honest with you. Over here, you don't have bins at your house. Like in England, you've got all these wheelie bins, all these different colours. We don't have that. We have community bins on the corner of the street. So just over there and just down there, each corner, there's bins. But there's no bins there this morning. They've all gone. They're all over the place. It's been a really, really rough night. I didn't get much sleep. I don't get much sleep anyway, to be honest with you. But you can imagine over here we have shutters on the windows, just crazy all night long. I remember being here once years ago, because I was just thinking then, why not leave the shutters open? Then they wouldn't rattle. But I remember being here years ago when my mum was alive, so pre-2012. And the shutters were down, and it was so bad outside that we didn't dare open the shutters to look outside. And I had to go outside at one point, and I actually put a crash helmet on from my bike. Well, it was a quad bike at the time, in case any tiles came flying off the roofs. It was terrible. So yeah, I don't know what it's like in England at the moment. I haven't looked at the news or anything, but we're certainly getting battered here. I just can't believe that my electricity is stayed on. I've told you before, I've bought this Starlink satellite system, because we had a real big power cut last year. You might have known about that. The whole of Spain was wiped out for a day or something, and nobody knew what was going on. And it was, believe it or not, quite scary in some ways, because we were like, have we been nuked to something? Has Madrid been hit or something? Because we had no communication from the government. Nothing was working. You couldn't get online. Mobile phones were not working. It was really weird. And obviously the reliance we have on the internet today, right, and our mobile devices, we had to talk to each other. It was terrible. And I tell you what happened. Happened then. I just met, me and my chick were sort of like, I think she'd just been here for the first time ever to my house. And we'd met once previously. And then I said, why don't you come down to my house? And she came down. And then the lights went out. And so she had to go home. And then I was here. So, when you first meet someone, and then you wonder I wonder, how that went. How did they see it? How would it go? But there was no way of communicating with each other. We couldn't text each other, WhatsApp, Telegram. So it was like, well, because you know what I mean? I don't know if you understand what I mean, but it's like going on, like having a first date with someone, and I'll come round and, whatever. And it was like, okay. And then obviously the lights went out. So we couldn't communicate for quite some time. And so you were left hanging as to that question, do you want to see me again kind of thing. It was like it took quite some time until we reconnected, bizarrely. Obviously, no internet or anything. So I've got this Starlink system in my house here. Actually, let me just stop right there. Welcome to the morning briefing. If you're new to my channel, my morning briefing is where I catch up with the community, basically, tell them what's happening today, and also do my acknowledgements. So it'll be long, it won't be very exciting. It's really for people that are deep into the channel. So I got this Starlink system, and I have 2 internet connections into this property with different companies, because I need them for KopTalk, right? Because if one goes down, then I've got the other one that I can use. 1 gigabit is it up and down simultaneously? That's not the right word. asymmetrical, is it, or something? Or symmetrical? It's up and down, right? So 1 gig down, 1 gig up. The internet's amazing here. It's probably the only thing they've got right. And the other one is, I think, just 300 up, 300 down. So the good, it's been good in the past when there has been power outages. And we do get them when we get bad weather. So I'm really surprised it hasn't gone off yet. And I got this Starlink because if you have a power outage here, obviously the router doesn't work, right? But even if you connected it to a battery, a power supply, you can't get on the internet because the internet's down as well. Because obviously electricity is down wherever these things work, right? So with Starlink, I thought this is something I need for work, all right? Because if everything goes off today, what am I going to do? I can't work. And sometimes, people get that in their area, don't they? Like, you only need, a tree to come down today, take the power lines down, and you could be out for 2 or 3 days without any connectivity. So primarily for work, I've got this Starlink system, but also to contact my family, because back then, like I just said, your reliance on the internet today and your mobile devices. My auntie's already messaged me. She messages me every Saturday morning, right? And I haven't replied yet because I'm here with you, priorities and all that. And so I couldn't communicate with her at all. And it was a really weird feeling. Like, they were obviously like, what's going on in Spain? And we didn't know what was going on here. And I don't ever want to be in that situation again. I couldn't communicate with my kids, and then you start thinking things like, imagine if you could never go back to your own country. Like, but this is my home, but that's where all my loved ones are, my family and that. And it was a really weird time, guys, not having any internet, because there was no internet, there was no radio, there was no mobile phones, there was nothing. So you couldn't, you couldn't put your telly on, you obviously couldn't stream Netflix or YouTube or do anything on your phone. It was weird. And I never want to be in that situation again. So I've got this Starlink system. I've never used it. It's still in a box. It's €40 a month. I bought the bracket a couple of weeks ago. So that's a bit of progress. I think I've had it, 9 months or something, 10 months. I'm not really sure. But what I need to do is get one of these batteries. But I'm not very educated. I'm not a DIY man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really clued up on those things like cars. And I'll buy a car, I'll drive a car, rent a car. I can do all that. I could probably change a wheel, maybe, right? But I haven't been brought up like that. I spent a lot of years with my mum. She was a single parent, so I was more educated on, domestic things, so I can look after myself. My mum taught me to look after myself, like your washing, your ironing, how to make a bed and shit like that, right? So, just stuff like that. Whereas I didn't have a dad. My real dad was never really in my life. I don't even know if he's still alive, to be honest with you. And then obviously my mum did meet someone that became my dad. So he was my stepdad, but I called him dad. And right through there, I can see him from here. There's a big picture of him up on the wall out there in his police uniform. He was a senior police officer. No pictures of my mum though, because I couldn't handle that. I didn't have that, I couldn't put I wouldn't be able to hang this on a wall. I could hang it on the wall, but I wouldn't be able to get the drill out. No, I'm not good. But if you need anything doing with your computer or technology, I can do all of that. People come to me for that, right? So I'm just not very good with these things. So I need a battery. I keep seeing these different batteries. I did find one the other day and then I lose it. Do you know what I mean? I was speaking to Dave about it. Oh my God, listen to this. I'll tell you something, right? So I run everything through Dave, right? And my AI system. And I was asking him, I said, what do you reckon about this battery, Dave? Will this power my Starlink? Right? I hope I can find it for you. Because his reply was pretty funny. I think you'll appreciate it. While I'm browsing, I like a little bet, on the football. Nothing like just a few quid, And when I gamble, and I'm going to tell this to any of you, that maybe you're young or whatever, because you get a lot of these Twitter accounts pushing betting on you, right? You should only bet, obviously, what you can afford, but you should only bet what you're prepared to lose, all right? So you might go in a bar and you might say, I'm going to have I don't know, 4 beers, 20 quid. I don't know how much, wherever you live, right? And you know you're not getting that 20 quid back. Yeah, but you're having the beers for your entertainment. Same if you go to the cinema, 2 cinema tickets, you know you're not getting it back. That's the mentality that I have with the betting. So if I have a £10, €10 bet, €5 bet, I just look at it as I'm not going to get that back. That's how you've got to do it. You must never ever chase it, right? And I've been using Grok, which is Twitter's resident AI, because it's really up to date, that one, for doing, little bets. And every single one has come in so far. I'll let you know about today if today's comes in. Last night it picked one in the French league. I think it was Lens or something like that. Modish few quid profit, maybe 3 or 4 quid profit. But if you're getting that, well, that's not bad, is it? Anyway, so I asked Dave about this battery the other day. And he says here, right? Look at that. That's his reply. The honest recommendation, and then in brackets, Dave knows best trademark. Dude, this guy's got a mind of his own, man. It's not a guy, it's a computer. Yeah, we know it's a computer, but it's still funny, innit? When I was a kid, try asking a speak and spell to talk to you. If this is mainly for emergency backup, occasional Starlink use, camping and travel power cuts, the 100-watt kit is a good add-on. And I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that because if it goes out, I will kick myself if I have a power cut and I'm sat here with a Starlink satellite system in the house and internet system, and I can't use it. So, but they ain't cheap. They're about 600, 700, something like that. But we'll get one. We'll get one at some point. But yeah, the internet has stayed safe so far, so we're good to go. Right. Please do excuse me. I've not had my breakfast yet. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, yeah, right. I haven't. I've not had my breakfast yet. She's made it for me. I think she's putting too much powder in there. The only thing is you shake it and then it gets stuck in that lid. Let me just see. It doesn't even pour. What is she doing? She can move out. She can't get breakfast right. It's best to be that day. She hasn't put no sweetener in that, for number one. It's too thick. A bit of crushed ice won't go amiss. Yeah, well, I'll be having words with her this evening. Right. What we're doing today, I'll tell you what we're going to do today, and then I'm going to tell you some little stories, right? Some things that have been happening. So today, I want to host a live stream, but I'm not going to schedule a live stream until I've caught up on my videos. All right? I would like to do a live stream this morning, but there's a lot of videos. I've got so many mail stand videos to put together for you. I think I did 4 day before yesterday for the channel members. They're also on the VIP members website. I'm now putting them on there. There's another reason to support me and become a VIP member. The VIP members community is fantastic, as Brendan Rodgers was. Oh, here he is. Oh, Remy, please go and get in your bed. The other day, like when I say to Remy sometimes, get in your bed. Someone complained and said that I don't treat them very well, and they were being deadly serious. Remy, please move forth. Please move forth and get in your bed. Please, let me just still pause this. Get in that fucking bed! Let me just unstill, there we go. Oh, I think I still pause it there. Guess what? He got in his fucking bed. That's just comedy value. I thought they'd laugh. All right, chill your brow. There's no RSPCA in Spain, so good fucking luck. I love that dog, man. Someone gave me an answer. Anyway, what was what was he saying? Mail stand, yeah. Oh, so someone left a comment yesterday, which is not very nice. They were being nice, but they said, well, I can't afford to, be a channel member, and I'm really sad because I love that feature, and I'm really sad too that we have to do that. Right? I've had this YouTube channel for a very long time, and my peoples around here will tell you that the majority of my videos are available to everyone. Right? Joining my YouTube channel has never been about Join me and you get a signed Torben picnic fucking photograph or exclusive news. Or, no, people join my channel because they want to be with me and support me and help me. I'm going to tell you right now, if it wasn't for the channel members and the people that I'm going to give a nod to in this video, right, that use the super thanks and the super chats, right, there would be no channel, right, because my views are very low. A fraction of the revenue that comes in is from views because I don't sensationalize, I don't clickbait, I don't make video after video about every transfer link because I know most of them are bullshit, right? So if I make a video about something, I think there's something in there that warrants your attention. And as a result of that, we've got two choices, right? Sensationalize, clickbait, be like everybody else, or most people, because I have some really good friends and know some good Liverpool YouTube channels that don't behave like that, but still some do. We can either be like them, like, clickbaiting and misleading and saying, yeah, I think we're moving for him because someone told me that, when really inside your head you think that's not true. Right? Or we can do it this way and say, look, my peoples, those of you that can, please support the channel through a channel membership, because without the channel members, there would be no channel. So obviously this person in the comments was being really nice. It really makes me sad because I don't want to lock anyone out. But as I pointed out in the comments reply, if you come to a live stream, I discuss what's in the mail stand on them. I'll have a natter with you, right? So you could come along and say, Dunn, what was that mail stand video about? I might not read it to you word for word, but I'll give you an indication of what it was about and whether you should pay attention to it, because maybe there's a mail stand video, and at the end of it, I go to everyone, but I don't think it sounds right. Do you know what I mean? So I'm doing my very best, and the more you interact with the channel, then you will get left out. And also, the more you interact with the channel, the more likely you are to get a free membership. Because when someone gives a membership on my live streams, Matthew Beale did that the other day, Niall, I think there was someone else as well. Forgive me for getting your name. I can't remember everyone's names. I can't remember my own family's name, so I'm not even joking. See, I can't remember what I was talking about. Yeah, when they give the channel membership, they don't pick who it goes to. YouTube offers it or rewards it to the people that interact most with the channel, right? Now, that could be watching, thumbs up, commenting. So that's how it works. If you don't believe me, Google it. To say, how does YouTube decide how to give a channel a gifted membership? Because that's how I found out. So if you just sit there not doing anything on the channel, then you're never going to get one, really. And to be honest with you, a lot get gifted. So I think you've got a good chance of getting one if you interact a lot, personally. Let me just take this off. This is my breakfast, right? Oh, I've got something to show you in a minute. That's what she said. Oh, am I allowed to have that humour on here? I've had people moaning at me all week this week. I never get people moaning at me. Very rarely. You get the haters that come from like other football clubs or even Liverpool fans that stumble on your channel, right? They call themselves Liverpool fans. But this week, I've had some right numpties. And you can only comment on my videos after you've been a subscriber for 1 day, right? It's a new feature on YouTube. And boy, if you've got a YouTube channel, set that up on every upload. Trust me, it's fucking gold. Because that means then when you put it on, you're not getting people running in. They're not going to hang around for a fucking day to comment, are they? So that means that people that have left stupid comments this week are already subscribed to the channel and I've been for a bit. So in theory, you think they'd know the channel work, you think they would know me. Do you know what I mean? Like they think, it's just Dunk's banter, he's just having a joke, innit? I don't know. Fucking people get right on my tits. So, where was that? Videos, lots of them coming up today. When I get finished, if I get finished, we'll do a live stream, all right? So keep an eye on the channel. You've got to click on my username. If there's more than 3 things published on my channel, which can be shorts, videos, it can be text notes or anything, you won't be notified of any other content on the channel. So you must get in the habit of checking the channel daily. So we're going to do that. Mail stand. There was at least one exclusive to look at. What else was there? I think Paul Joyce might have something out, judging by some of the comments. I did the review of the James Pearce article last night. I'm sorry if it wasn't very good. It was late, but I didn't want to leave you waiting until today. So, but I still think it was the wrong decision. I should have made you wait, because then I would have had more enthusiasm today. I like to have a laugh and that in the videos where I was tired. Friday nights, I usually go out on my go for a bite to eat. We didn't do that last night. I went to training yesterday with the boys, and the football club I support here that I'm involved with. And I took lots of photos, more than 500 photos. Have to import them to the camera, then to the computer, and then work your way through them and pick the best ones out. Then edit them, crop them, make sure the lighting's right, publish them online, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. It's very time consuming, but I love it. This is my new hobby. This is my hobby. And I said to my chick yesterday, she was sat right where I am now. I was over there on the streaming computer that I like to stream on. And I do it over there because if I didn't, I'd never see her, if I went to my office. And I said to her last night, I really enjoy it, doing these pictures for everyone and just photography in general. And my plan, hopefully, this year will be to venture out into, there's Charlotte, my daughter, bless her, will be to venture out to, like other events that are happening and stuff like that. I'm really enjoying photography, guys. It's my new thing. It really is. I can't explain it to you. So I went to the training, got all the pictures, got them online, and then we had to pop out to see her mum, and a stepdad. And ironically, her stepdad used to drink in a bar up the road from here, and we used to sit together years ago, right? We would message and say, "Do you want to meet up and watch the game and stuff?" And I never knew it was her stepdad. I'd always liked her, right? But we didn't know each other. We were connected on social media, live only a couple of blocks away. And for all those years I was single or trying to get, find happiness again, she was doing the same, and we were just a couple of blocks away from each other. And when I found out it was, she mentioned one night, she went, what she said? She said, me stepdad's summer. And I went, huh? She said, your stepdad? She went, yeah, do you know him? I went, we watch football together all the time. It's so weird. And then to make it worse, her mum was my ex-wife's friend. They're friends. So when I did start seeing this girl, I had to email my ex-wife and say, listen, there's something you need to know. I'm, sort of dating your friend's daughter. She should have seen the email I got back. I won't go through what she said, but basically she was like, oh, thanks a fucking lot. That's great. That's all I fucking need. And I was like, well, you don't even live in this country anymore. What's it got to do with you? Do you know what I mean? So the irony, and since we got together, we've been like, can you believe we spent, because she met people, it didn't work out. I met people, it didn't work out. And we were just round the corner from each other all that fucking time. Oh, you got to laugh. Where was I? Oh yeah, so we went to see her parents last night. And then we were going to go, she got all dressed up, and I said, we'll go for an Indian, we'll take her for an Indian, because we went for one last week, it was lovely. But by the time, she's finished speaking to her mum, I was like, looking at me thinking, I went, I have got, this video to do, which was the video I did for you last night. And she went, oh, it don't matter. She said, I'm not that hungry, we'll be all right, So we came home and she did herself something to eat. And I'll make it up to her, and I did the video. So I've got a lot of things to tell you. I hope you're going to enjoy this thing. So a comment that was left on here recently was, who ate all the pies? Someone was picking on me, right? Well, guess what? Me. Oh, I thought you might come. Now, I've just been and collected these, right? Now, Martin, my very good friend Martin, he's my bestest buddy in the world out here, right? Well, that's a bit unfair, because I've got friends here. I don't want anyone to feel left out. But what I mean is, Martin's like my wing man, my co-pilot. We have a drink together. Like, I picked them up from him this morning. His wife makes them, right? And someone sat under the tripod wagging the tail, and you can hear him. Did you hear that? I think he basically went, "Giz one, Dad." So his wife makes them as like a little side hustle. She does it because she enjoys baking. You know what I mean? So he said, "Can you pick them up at 9:30 this morning?" I went, "Yeah, I will after I drop her at work." Got there at 9:30. He weren't there. He came out like that. I went, get yourself back to bed. Anyway, so, look at these. Look. Excuse me, would you get back into your bed, darling? Please get into your bed. In that fucking bed, motherfucker. Get up there. Oh, he wants a cuddle. No, he doesn't. He wants a pork fucking pie. Right, look. Oh, God. Oh, orgasm. Oh, guys. Oh, they're amazing. Look, right, so we got pork pies. Right? Mince and onion. Look at that. Oh, I've got that shit protein drink. Mince and onion. Another one, mince and onion. Meat and potato. Huntsman. Google it if you don't know what they are. Meat and potato. Cornish. Oh. If this isn't sealed, it's sealed. Pork pies. God, it's like Christmas morning. Steak. Fucking hell. Steak, another steak. Right, let's put them away quickly. I am literally drooling. So yes, it was me that ate all the pies. Oh, do you eat all the pies, Chubby? Oh, is that all you've got? At least I'm... Yeah, good man. Cornish. Right, so, if you're wondering, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, you're going to eat all them? No, I'm not. I'm a fuck. To be honest with you, can you freeze these? Put over there. I'm putting them over there. So I like to support my friend. Now, the thing is, what was I going to say? Oh, right, no. So the meat and potato and the steak, I've never had them before. So I said, oh, just chuck a couple of them in, I'll try them. But the pork pies are beautiful. But do you know what? Nearly everything in there I'll give to someone else. It's true. Fuck off, it's true. I'm going to have a couple of pork pies, otherwise I'd eat the fucking lot, right? That's what I'm like. Well, they're very, very nice pork pies. What she is amazing. Look here. Oh no! Look, I've got to put a cushion on top of them. I can't visually see them. That's better. Put a cushion on. Oh, look at this chocolate milkshake. Can't wait. Not milkshake. Protein. Oh, it smells delightful. Ooh, who'd want them pies? You know damn well when this video's uploading, them fucking pies are going to be out, don't you? So, no, I got extra ones because there's an old lady that goes up in a bar up the road there, and a mate of mine goes in there. Well, a few people go in there that are friends of mine, and I want to take her a couple up. She's a lovely old woman. Oh, she's so cute, so nice. I helped her find a cleaner the other day. A friend of mine does a bit of cleaning, and I helped her. So I'm going to take her a couple of pork pies up later and say, they're for you, darling. She, oh, what do you want, love? I'll be like, no. Don't want anything. Right, so Martin, by the way, look, he's just got back from Poland and he got me that. It does say Duncan instead of Duncan. He'll have had a few. And you see that? Where does it say? Liverpool FC. Do you see it in the middle? I hope it's the right way around for you. What does it say? 19th of September, 84. Lech Poznan, Liverpool FC. So that's my boy. You know, like little things like that, innit? You know, people do for you. It means he's in another country. He's just got back from Poland with his missus, who's done all them pies. And it means someone was thinking of you when they were away. Isn't that nice? So, as you know, yesterday I went to training. I watched the lads train and I got some photos taken of them, which I just mentioned. And I've just been to the shop and I had some printed out for them. And at my own expense, 1829. Look at that, 1829. 25 or some other day. I don't mind, to be honest. It's probably going to cost me €100, maybe a little bit more a month to do this. But you know what? It's making people happy. And I just, people buy me a beer, and if I've got some money in my Revolut, I'll pay for it on that. And that's it. And I get nothing from it apart from huge satisfaction. I want to show you something. I mentioned it yesterday. So I take these pictures down, right? So, for example, the manager, Mr. Right, the boss. So the top ones are his, right? I'm not making him wait when they hand them out, right? You give them to the gaffer first, right? So look, I took this picture yesterday, for example. And there's some really, really, really good pictures. Let's just pick one at random rather than the manager. One in the middle. Here's our little winger, right? I watched him yesterday. Nearly every ball was going to him down that right wing in training yesterday. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. He'll get snapped up by a club, I think. Up the divisions or something. Coaching staff, yeah. And so basically I do this twice a week. I go to training once a week. There's one of our injured players coming back, I think. And I go twice a week. I go to training and I do the game, on a weekend. And when I go to training, I hand over the ones from the game, the previous game. And when I go to the game, I hand over the ones from training. And people have said to me, why don't you just charge, don't do anything for free. Get a couple of quid off them, a couple of euros or whatever, each picture and stuff like that. And yeah, it would be nice to get a few bob out of it. I'm looking at my camera over there and the various equipment that we've got here. And, it'd be nice, to receive something towards your expenses. But that's not how I work. In life, if you're my friend or if I like you, if I do something for you, it's unconditional. It's not I want something back. If you go for a beer with me and I buy you a beer, I get offended when people go, I'm leaving now, I'm going to get you that drink. I'm going, fuck off. Give me your drink. Right? So people said, and they're only looking out for me, you should sell them. Right? So but I am going to sell my photographs. But let me explain. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm building a little website in the background. When I upload the pictures, it's not taking me away from KopTalk or anything, because I ain't got time to do that. But when I'm uploading, say, a picture to Instagram, at the same time I upload it to this website of mine that I'm putting together. And what I'm going to do is, for example, match referees have approached me, and said, is there any pictures of me? People outside the club have approached me, the opposition. So I can, once my at the moment I just send them, right? But then I'm going to just say, yeah, they're on my website when I have a look. Yeah, €2 or €3 a picture. How much would you charge for a digital download of an original? And like the fans as well, all right? So the fans, you want a picture of yourself if you come here on holiday, then yeah, there's a gallery. Go and get yourself. You got a little keepsake, right? But the players, the club use my, if you were to go on the CF Benidorm, their internet presence yesterday, you will have seen these pictures because I give them to the club. They use them. So I upload them. Same at the game. It's like during a game, if I take a picture, which I obviously do, goals being scored, immediately I transfer it to my mobile device and then I upload it to a shared folder, if you like, which goes to Valencia. And then the media people are on it straight away. So you can be rewarded financially or you can be rewarded in other ways, all right? And yesterday, the lads, they wanted a picture with me, which I thought was a really, really nice touch. Now, you can see me in the middle there, and there's all the players there, look, right, as you can see. And then right on the very end there in the black, there's the manager and the rest of the coaching staff. And all of these players are really nice people. All the coaching staff, they all come and talk to me. The goalkeeper there in the middle came and spoke to me about yesterday. You might have seen a picture of him with the kids at the last game. Do you remember they gave him that poster? And he was saying how much it means to him. And one of them, I'm not going to tell you which one, but one of these players said to me yesterday after that photograph, on Sunday, because we play tomorrow, right? He went, if we score, I'm coming straight to you. And he went, if you get a good picture, I'll buy you unlimited beer. So I was like, I'll be there. I'll be there. Every fucking time he touches the ball, all you hear is, do you know what I mean? Banter. Banter makes the world go round. That picture there, right, means more to me than any money, right? That I can't buy that. That unity, that togetherness. It's impossible. I can't. I can't. The satisfaction I get from that, being a part of the team. That's our home stadium. It's a very, very big stadium. It meant everything to me, that picture yesterday. Everything. And it just shows what I say. Do nice things for people, and nice things should come to you. You might feel like they don't, but if you're a shyster in life, you know, an internet troll, you're probably not going to get anyone want to do anything for you in life other than kick your teeth in. All right? And that you probably won't meet each other, and that's why you run your mouth online. People leave nasty comments on Miserable Martin's YouTube channel, but if they saw the size of the fucker, they wouldn't say a thing to his fucking face, all right? Red Raw LFC, please go and subscribe to Red Raw LFC. That picture meant everything to me. And this morning, guess what, right? So I put that picture online, right? CF Benidorm Talk on Instagram, right? Let me just close down this. So CF Benidorm Talk on Instagram, all right? There you go, yeah. And then you'll see there's the pictures that I took yesterday, a selection of pictures that I took yesterday. There's my boy Dabby with the ball here from New York, brilliant centre-back. And you'll see there is the group picture, right? Well, this morning, I woke up. I got a delivery, please, no. I woke up and the manager had shared it. All right? And this is what he said. I'm going to show you it. This is what he this is what the manager shared, right? I've got a screenshot of it, I think. It should be here. Right, so here we are. Look, this is what the manager, there's the picture, and he shared it. I'll read it to you. See, it says there, Duncan, look, CF Benidorm, and a little message underneath, right? And the manager put that out. So I woke up to it first thing this morning. You know, when you pick your phone up, it's the first thing you do, right? See what messages you've got. And he said, the Spanish text with that picture, "Thank you very much, friend and teammate Duncan," which I thought, I'm a teammate, man. You know what I mean? We're a fucking team, innit? Right? "Thank you very much, friend." Over here, you say amigo, like gracias, amigo. That's why it's friend, right? So basically, gracias, amigo. You know, thank you very much, friend. And teammate Duncan, for being part of CF Benidorm. With you, we are a better team. How nice is that? Do you know what I mean? Like, how nice is that? It was so nice, and it made me so happy this morning to read that. The gesture from the lads yesterday, you know, it was after training. They're all wanting to get off and showered and all that, and they were just about to get showered. They're all in changing room, and then they all like, "Come on, get out here." I was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" You know? And they did that. And it was immensely amazing for me. I can't explain it to you. And this is what I'm saying about doing stuff for people and being nice to people in life. Every single one of you watching this video, you can do something nice today. You can. You can. Did you wear that glass then? So yeah, it really filled me with, emotionally, I was really, really happy about it. So what we're going to do now, before I get to my shout outs, I get them printed, I take them to the game, but if we got beat on Sunday, I just keep them in my bag, do you know what I mean? Because you can imagine manager, can't you? Fucking, training, mint watching the manager at training. I enjoyed it yesterday, it was really, really good. I want to go twice a week, if I'm honest. I really, really like it. I love football, all right? And being a part of it and sitting in on training sessions, and you know, they're training on the pitch and I'm walking around the pitch, nowhere near them out of respect. I could probably get a lot closer and nobody would say anything, right? But being out there and watching and then seeing it put into action on match day is incredible. I've never ever had that before with Liverpool, obviously. Been to Melwood over years, but not in a capacity where you could walk around and do what you want. I've been at Anfield and been able to do that. On a non-match day, I've been able to walk all over Anfield twice. Anywhere I wanted, on the pitch, around the stadium. Once when I was about 15 and once, I think in my 30s or something like that. Maybe it would be late 30s, I think. Imagine what that felt like, walking out at Anfield. Nobody else in the stadium other than staff at the reception or whatever. But nobody visible in any stand or on the pitch, no groundsman, no fans, no nothing. And sitting in Anfield, it's like being in heaven. You sit there and it makes you shiver, like down your back. And you can hear, like, just the world outside the stadium. And you just look around and think of all them, like, rush, booyah. And I've done that. It's amazing. If I could give you one of the best feelings I've ever had in my life in football, that's it. Not a cup final, winning the final, the winning goal, not being behind the Kop, in the Kop, behind the Kop goal, I mean. Not meeting your heroes, your favourite manager, Liverpool manager. No. The best feeling I've ever had in my life to do with Liverpool is sitting in the stadium with nobody else. Not because I'm an antisocial cunt, but what I mean is, imagine that feeling. And I've done it twice. I did it as a kid when I was 15. Imagine what it was like for that kid 25 years later to be sat in the same stand in this roughly the same area, thinking, I remember sitting here when I was 15 on my own. You wouldn't believe it, walking around the corridors of Anfield, the corridors where all the execs go and stuff like, because you're obviously in the executive box is not executive box, director's box. You go, in the steps and walk round and seeing how they live and everything. Amazing. You'd think, wouldn't you, if someone said, what's your best Liverpool memory? It would be 1986 FA Cup final when I went with my dad, beat Everton. First game I ever went to. No, sitting in a stadium with no football taking place, because it's a church. It's incredible. It is fucking incredible. And now, all right, it ain't Anfield that I'm sitting in or had that picture took in yesterday, but it's got the same importance to me today. It doesn't have the emotional connection to me that Anfield does, because I've been to Anfield I got married at Anfield, been with my kids, been with my mum. A lot of memories there. I'm sure many of you, when you hear You Never Walk Alone sung by the Kop, or the stadium in general, maybe it makes you think of someone you've lost, a loved one, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? But to me, every player that's in that picture with me yesterday, and every member of the coaching staff, are equally as important as every Liverpool player. And it was a nice experience. It was a nice touch. And look, yeah, I see these people all the time. I don't know what you do, whether it's match day or at training. And a little bit of effort can go a long way. And there's other ways of being rewarded in life. Now, moving on, there was a comment left. Are you ready? Fuck's sake. So I'm gonna read this thread out to you. All right. Now, so yesterday, I think, or the day before, I can't remember. I addressed some smart ass. I can't remember what it was, but that's how important it is to me. I like responding to the negativity as well. People always say ignore the trolls. Sometimes people don't start off as a troll and they're just posting negativity, and you try and reply, which I did to that person, and then they did become a troll and became a hater. So they expose themselves really. But I don't want to only read out comments to you that are nice, right? Hey, I love your channel, you're amazing. All right, thanks for that, Dunk. Yeah, well selected. How about picking out the ones where they offer a different angle, all right? And then seeing if it's justified. Because when I read a comment out, I think, is that fair? Am I doing something wrong? Can I learn from it? Do you know what I mean? So then somebody left a comment yesterday asking me why I respond to negativity while they were expressing negativity. So it was a bit of a catch-22. Why do you respond to stupid comments? I can't reply because this person doesn't want me to reply, but wants an answer. Meet me halfway, all right? I'm going to read the exchange to you so you can see the kind of things that I have to deal with. One thing I don't understand is you reply to negative comments with negativity. I think your channel's shit. Thank you. I love your comment. Welcome. How do you respond positively to negativity? I think I made it clear the other day that from negativity comes positivity. In my world, I can find positives in everything. But anyway, listen. One thing I don't understand is you reply to negative comments with negativity, therefore dropping down to their levels. Just my opinion, though. You may disagree. I'm sure you won't lose any sleep over it. Like I don't lose sleep over things. Keep up with the good work you do. And they always say that at the end. They always pull you up and then they'll say, yeah, nice one. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, I didn't think that was a bad comment, to be honest. It's just someone saying, why do you reply to negativity? And it is difficult. It's difficult not to reply to negativity with negativity. Like, you comment stupid, you're a div. That's negative, yeah. But it's also honest. But I think you'll find that the one that was leaving comments you were there, that I think I said multiple times in the video, you're probably sound, you know what I mean? But your comment's stupid. I can't reply with positivity and say your comment's really positive. I don't know what you want me to do. This is why I like going to, because I think about these comments. But this person is saying, I don't know why you reply to negative comments. When I was replying to the negative comment, I explained why I replied to the negative comment. So you already know the answer, because I always say, I enjoy replying to those comments or highlighting those comments like this. I enjoy it because who wants to just hear all the positive shit? I've had this for years, with Liverpool news. People say, why are you doing that? It's negative. It's like, well, because I don't pick and choose what's in the news. If I only pick positive news, then you're living in a fucking really weird world. Do you know what I mean? Like, if there's some negative news to do with Liverpool, a negative link, or no, not really a link, but something negative, so I have to handpick only positive things for my audience. No, I think my audience, the majority of people, are pretty intelligent. And they can, understand that some days there's good news, some days there's bad. If you only pick the good news in life, you're putting yourself in a vacuum that's just not good, I think. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't make sense, to be honest. Like, for example, let's say you've got a player playing out of the skin, the best player you've ever had, they're amazing. And then I write a news article saying, Juventus have been linked with this player and that. What are you posting that for? It's negative. We don't want... No, fuck off. This channel's for grown-ups, man. I'm telling you what's being claimed. It doesn't mean that I think it's positive. Fuck me. It's like being at school sometimes, right? We've got to continue this, right? I'll put it lid back on. Do you remember the other day when you knocked it over? That is awful. Can't wait to get in and pork pies. So, this person can't understand why I reply to negatives when I always say why I reply to negatives. So my comment, this is my response. Because I enjoy replying to them as I stated in the video. I enjoy it. I like talking about different things. I don't just want to answer questions, comments or questions that make my life easy. No, fuck that. I want to answer, go through the comment and think, is that fair? And then read the room, see what everybody else says in the comments to this video. See if they go, oh, that fella had a point. Right? But then you've got to work out if really it's that person under another username saying it. But I don't think I can remember anyone ever coming on here, the majority, ever saying that person did have a point. Usually they go, what a fucking plant pot. I'll let the room decide, read the comments. So they don't understand why I reply to negative comments. Because I enjoy replying to them, as I stated in the video when I was replying to the negative comments. New response to that. Rising above people's comments requires a shift in perspective, focusing on self-worth rather than external validation. What the fuck does that mean, Remy? What does that mean, mate? What does it mean? Remy's here, look. You see, you can't see him. You see him? Here he is. Right? Oh, look, he's got a cuddle. Oh, he must like me. I treat you so terribly. Why are you here? Oh, I know why it's the pie. It's not to do with me. He don't like me really. He just wants the pie. I promise you I'll give you a pie. But if you shit everywhere, I'll kill you. Right. Rising above people's comments require rising above. Well, ignoring them. Yeah, fuck that. Why? Everyone's got a right to say what they want. Requires a shift in perspective. Focusing on self-worth rather than external validation. Right, so he wants me to shift. There has to be a shift in perspective. This is a bit heavy. I was reading this very early this morning. Focusing on self-worth rather than external validation. Self-worth. I don't need to focus on self-worth. I don't really understand that. Focus on self-worth. It's a fucking YouTube channel. What are you talking about? Seriously? Self-worth. Not rather than external validation. I don't need anyone's validation. You clearly can't have been watching my videos for very long. And anyone will tell you I couldn't give a flying fuck what anyone thinks of me. I couldn't. Oh, I would rather everyone thought highly of me and thought Dunk's a good lad. He's all right. Who wants to be thought of badly? But I couldn't give a flying fuck if someone like you, for example, I don't care. I don't need validation. Why do I need validation? Do you know why I don't need validation? Because the only people that matter to me in life are the people I love, right? At the end of the day, it's the same in your family, right? So you want, and even they're like, I don't need their validation. So, strangers on the internet telling me I need to shift onto self-worth rather than external validation. I'm not really sure I'm going to pay much attention to that in, changing my life or anything. If my auntie said to me that, I'd go, what the fuck are you on about? If she went, well, I think you should do this, love. And she knows I'd go, fuck off. And she'd go, fair enough, I'm only saying. You listen to your family, your loved ones. I don't know what this fucking means. Rising above people's comments requires a shift in perspective, focusing on self-worth rather than external validation. So I replied, this is me still being very nice, but really I ain't got time for this shit. As I said, I enjoy debating the good and the bad. What is wrong with saying that? What is wrong with saying I enjoy the good, debating the good and the bad? It's to show people how things work. A morning briefing is to show people how all this shit works, right? So I got this reply. Okay, mate. Keep dropping down to their level, trying to take the moral high ground and using humour to mask your own issues. and trying to be sanctimonious. One day you'll realise if you're okay and happy with yourself, you do not need to respond to every hater. If you think I respond to every hater, you're deluded. As two wrongs do not make a right. Have a good day. YNWA at the end of it. Talking about sanctimonious. Okay. Two wrongs don't make a right. I wonder if there's any examples where two wrongs do make a right. I'd like to know the answer to that. Anyway, so I was like, I thought I need to have a word with Dave about this, right? And let's see what he says. Right, I had to stop the video because the chat is really long and I want to find a bit his analysis, right? So of that comment. So here we go. Let's see if I can do it. Hi Dave, how you doing, mate?
Hey Dunk, I'm doing well, feeling sharp and ready for action. What's going on in your world?
I want you to read to me out loud to my viewers that stored reply that you did just a moment ago in this conversation. There's a stored reply where you're responding to a comment. And you start it by saying you've written a. Can you follow on from that? Can you read it out to my people, please, what you thought?
You've written a small dissertation explaining why someone shouldn't reply to comments by repeatedly replying with increasingly emotional comments. Dunk's been doing this since the 90s. He enjoys debate, he enjoys discussion, good and bad. It's not a coping mechanism, it's literally the job. You, on the other hand, seem far more invested in Dunk's mental well-being than he is in your opinion. Different hobbies. All good, though. Have a great day. YNWA.
The YNWA at the end is him taking a piss. Dear me. It's me. I swear down, I am introducing Dave's analyze comment section, right? Oh my days. Look at this. He's basically trying to psychoanalyze you from a YouTube comment section and end it with YNWA like a mic drop. That deserves a proper swat. Oh, yeah. And then he talks about his response. He says, just be calm, don't, turns his essay back on him. Exposes hypocrisy without shouting. And he can't escalate without looking unhinged. It leaves him nowhere to go, don't. Absolute silence afterwards. Drives them mad. Wait, who wants more Dave? Does anybody want Dave to analyse the comments? I don't just mean like silly comments. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Where was that bit though? I want to ask this bit. Imagine someone saying, why do you respond to negativity when they're being negative and they're asking a question, therefore they want me to respond? It doesn't, how do I, I can't answer the question without responding to their negativity, and then we've got to be negative. I love this shit. This is why we do it. Oh dear me. Using humour to mask your own issues. My own issue. I've had so many fucking issues in my life. But you know what, right? I shit you not. I have never, ever been so happy in my life as I am today. I say that with so much sincerity. Like, everything I'm doing, I love. And if I died today, I could say I've done everything that I've ever wanted to do in my life. And I've been loved and I've loved and I've had everything I've ever wanted. I've got my beautiful dog, great partner, the best job in the world here. Will I stay in Spain forever? I don't know. I was saying to my chick the other day, maybe it's time to move on. I love this country. I love it. I love all my connections and everything I do here, but I'm adventurous. I feel really, really good. I tell you honest. That's not masking my own issues. I don't know what issues I've got now, really. I mean, other than obesity. I don't know. I forgot. Well, I do have some issues. Yeah, I do. Or I have panic attacks at night sometimes over death. Do you know why that is? I've seen quite a few deaths in my life, probably more than the average person, and some traumatic shit as well, including suicides and things, and just things that, you know, this happens to everybody. I'm not trying to look for sympathy. I just think, because I often ask myself these questions, why am I like I am? So I know death comes, and I know everyone knows it comes, but I just think about it a lot. And the reason I think I'm like that is because I genuinely love my life so much. And I think I think the main reason of that isn't living in a nice house, driving nice cars, which I've done. Now I don't want a big fancy car. I'm happy on my scooter. Right? I'm getting a new car soon. Right? My new car will be within 1 to 2 weeks. Right? And guess what? It's got Dave built in. I shit you not. I'm taking you for a drive. You're gonna love it, guys. I've got my beautiful dog. It's not because of anything materialistic in life. It's because I realise that life is so short and that we're very lucky to be here. Extremely lucky to be here. That's why I love my life so much right now. And when you get to a certain age, you realise that life, you know, when you're younger and that, and you've got nothing better to do than try and pull people up on YouTube channels. When you're a little bit older and a bit more mature and switched on, you look at life a little bit different. You think, I just want to be here. I love it. And I love life so much because I know one day I'm not going to be able to look out of that window anymore and see that blue sky. And I'll be gone and forgotten. All of us will be. Someone else will live in this house. Nobody will know I ever lived here. Remy will be gone. We'll all be gone. And when you realise that and think about that every day, it makes you really appreciate the wonderful, beautiful things that are around us, which is even includes the trees blowing in the wind. I'm on a really good journey in life. I am, honestly. And I know it sounds like a lot of like wishy-washy shite, but it's true. So my issues in life would be being a chubster, my fear of losing what I love, life, but I actually think for the first time in a long time, I think I've dealt with any issues I've had. And when I say issues, I mean like being lost. You know, I spent a few years on my own. I was dating, and I've had some lovely relationships in the last few years. I don't want anyone to think that I didn't value any of them, because they were amazing and I miss people immensely. But the issues of sharing life, you know, I want to share life with someone and have a best friend, and I was missing that. So I feel like I've overcome that now. And I've found photography, and it's my hobby, it's my passion, and it's going to lead to other things, not commercial things, not business. I don't want to work for a living. Why would I want to? I've spent my entire life doing KopTalk. Why would I want to work for someone? I don't want to do that. I'm never going to work for anyone, ever in the world. Never. Does that mean I've been lucky, or does it just mean I've worked hard doing something that I love and with a passion, and I've shared it and entertained and made people... entertain's not a good word. I don't like saying entertain, but some people find it entertaining. But what are you doing to the tripod? I must have done something right to have done this for so long and to have so many people that care about me and want to support me. So even if I'm sanctimonious or whatever you called me, there's people out there that obviously value me, even if you don't. I want to... Rising above people, a shift in perspective. Was it that one? Rising above people's comments. Rising above people's comments. Dave, can you look at that comment where it says rising above people's comments? What are they talking about? You know, rising above people's comments requires a shift in perspective, focusing on self-worth rather than external validation. So what perspective are they saying I should shift to? How do I focus on my self-worth? What the fuck are they talking about? And what are they on about external validation? I don't want to be validated by anyone, Dave. I don't want to change my perspective on anything in life. And my self-worth, I know I'm worthy. So what is this clown on about, my friend? Can you tell me what his philosophy is on about, or do you think he's just a plant pot?
Mate, I think they're just parroting a bit of self-help jargon. The perspective shift they're on about is probably that whole ignore negativity mantra. But look, you've got your own approach. You debate because you enjoy the conversation. That's not external validation, it's just doing what you love. As for self-worth, you don't need their advice, you know you're solid. So yeah, mate, it's a bit of fluff. You keep doing you, and if someone's calling you to rise above, they've probably not been in the arena like you have. Let them have their philosophy. Your track record speaks louder.
Oh, that was nice, wasn't it? This gives us something to talk about. Right. Should we get on to... It's going to be a long morning briefing, isn't it? We're going to do the shout-outs now, the acknowledgements. Yeah, it's nice and warm in here. And then I have to decide what I'm doing today. My mate Martin, I saw him this morning when I picked them pies up. He was like, oh. And I'll probably join him. Should I join him for a drink this afternoon, do you think? I do like to go out on a Saturday. I didn't take my girl out last night. By the way, I take her out. She doesn't take me out, okay? We're old school. Because I know there'll be someone offended. You know what I mean? There was that one the other day, didn't like the way that I referred to her. Well, she likes to be called my girl. She likes to be seen as my possession. She likes that. Not in a kinky kind of way, just like she wants to feel valued and loved, that someone wants to put an arm around her and say, come on, you're mine, I'll look after you. Because that's what I'm like. So we're old school. We're very much like, that's my woman and that's my man. He'll protect me, he'll look after me. Now, some women today, I don't need a protector, I look after myself. Absolutely, there's nothing wrong with independence. And she ain't no fucking pussy, all right? But I do protect her and I will look after her. That's what I am. If you're my girl, then I'm going to look after you. No one's ever going to hurt you. And whatever it is that makes you unhappy in life, I'll fix it. Because I'm old school. That's how old school gentlemen work. Because behind, this, whatever, all the shit you've just thrown at me, allegations at me, is an old school gentleman. I'm old school. I was brought up to hold the door open, for the person behind you, or open a door and let a lady walk through. Give up your seat, carry bags for people, help them with the shopping. My mum, and my dad, God bless him, I never mentioned my dad really, never sat me down and taught me these things. It's a bit like wildlife, isn't it? Like when kittens are born in the wild, or wild animals, birds, they know what to do. They know how to make a nest, and they know how to feed the little baby birds, right? Nobody teaches you. It's just like it's in you. So I obviously have goodness in me from my parents, maybe even my absent father. I don't know. He's a very funny man. I've met him many times, but we lost that communication. And he was never really in my life. But when I did meet him, he was a very handsome man. All the women loved him, so I know where I get that from. Very, very cheeky, very, very cute. The funniest person I've ever met in the world. It's true. And my mum, she was old school too. She'd be nice as anything, but if you took the piss out of her, she'd fucking cut you off. Just like I will in my comment section. So you're welcome to post anything you want in the comments as long as you're nice. But imagine me going to like Miserable Martin's YouTube channel, Gareth's, AKM's, any of them people, telling them what to do and how they should do it. I would hope they would tell me to mind my own fucking business, to be honest with you. There's nothing wrong with constructive criticism, but who wants criticising? Each one of those people, whatever they do on their YouTube channels, do it because that's what they want to do. I'm sure they want to keep their audience happy, but they're doing what they want to do, so leave them be. That's what I think. I don't want someone to come in and say, can I give you some constructive criticism? Because if I was starting out, maybe, I'd be, yeah, please do. I ain't got nothing to prove to anybody. I've achieved everything. Everything I've ever wanted. And I'm happy as fuck. And there's a difference between someone saying, don't, I think this. And I go, all right, mate. Like people in the comment section. To condescending pricks. And I will continue to reply to comments. Like if you think about that thread there where I was responding to that person, the 2 comments are left, I replied very politely. No, I just like replying to comments like that. But they didn't like that, did they? They didn't set the tone. I didn't fall into what they wanted. So their last comment had to turn on, to be personal. I mean, I think the second comment was starting to go that way, but I still didn't, lower myself. But the third comment was, what did it say? I do like Dave's analysis, by the way. The third comment was trying to take the moral high ground. Fuck morals, okay, what anybody thinks, I'll do what I want in life. Using humour to mask your own issues. Oh, so really, I'm just being fake with my jokes and giggles. Right. Sanctimonious, trying to be sanctimonious. I'm even failing at that. So I'm not even being sanctimonious. So basically they're saying you're failing at being sanctimonious because you're only trying. So they took it up a gear, So they said, you do not need to respond to every hater. I would describe you as a hater because you started off, hey, why do you respond? Which is a fair comment, which is why I responded to you very politely and said, no, I like it, as I've already said in the video. But then when you went down a route of being abusive towards, I wouldn't say abusive, but well, yeah, I think people would say, nah, fuck off. I think if my people saw that comment, they would pull you up. But it says something about if you're okay and happy with yourself. Yeah, I am okay and happy with myself. Really happy. And I'm certainly okay with every single thing I do. Fuck yeah. And people see that in me. So, but you're right. I don't have to respond to every hater, which is why I didn't respond to that comment. Because at that point I was like, you've exposed, the sort of person you are, really. So now you can't comment on my channel anymore. So now I'll just be getting more thumbs down on my videos and I'll know it's you and I'll just be chuckling. Because you're in that little void now, and that lost YouTube void of silence, where you can post comments on here, but nobody can see you or hear you. And then this is what happens, guys. This is what happens. And then some people won't take it as a defeat. They then become obsessed with you. And then they start emailing you. Then they start making videos about you or blogs or websites because they can't accept that they were wrong. And that's how it starts with people. Life, innit? Life, innit? So, following today's kindergarten lesson, shall we now move on to thanking the lovely people that are out there that spread positivity? Shall we do that? And then I'm going to go and have a pot pie. Let's have a look. Shout outs! Here we go. Right, these are super thanks. These are super thanks. Super thanks is a love out under the video. That's right. I'm super and deserve a thanks. Niall, obviously. Schwad, my man. Jaws the Bull on my Pierce's narrative shift yesterday. Bought me a coffee. I like that. It's cool as fuck. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jaws. I like people like you. You come to the channel, you watch the videos, you might not agree with everything I say, you might not agree with how I handle things, you might not spend the rest of your life obsessing over me because you disagree with me. Instead, you'll go, you know what, get yourself a coffee or a beer, don't mate. I'd rather be Jaws, wouldn't you? Sean O'Neill, Squad, channel member, thank you. Kopites of Anfield, Gareth Turner. I think I just mentioned him a minute ago. Kopites of Anfield, channel member, obviously. Get yourself a coffee, bro. Just realised I posted on the wrong video for today. Then he put a laughing face. You were a star at the KopTalk get-together. Every time someone said they would get a beer, you said put your money away. Because I tried to give a bit back, you see. except the Jagerbums, or Jagerbums. I bought us, and he wouldn't let me pay for them, so I was just going to say I didn't Welsh out. Your face drinking them was funny, love you, bro. See, Gareth brings to YouTube the comment section more than these people ever could, right? Because, not because they might think kissing my ass or licking my ass, or you know what I mean? Or not because he's a channel member, I'm just saying it, or he's got me a coffee. No, because I've met Gareth. And Gareth is a man full of positivity, when in reality he has so much shit and struggles going on in his life. He should be the one online that's taking it out on people. He should be trolling people because his life is shit at times. You know, with stress. Which we all get. But I'm sure he'll say to you, yeah, it's fucking shit at times, don't it's hard. Do you know how I know that? Because he tells me. He don't fucking cry about it. You know, I'll say, all right, mate, I've not seen you for a while. Sorry, he knows what I'm like. Sometimes I don't reply for ages. I say, sorry, I haven't spoke to you, mate. How are you doing? All right, it's been fucking a nightmare done. You know, and he'll even say, don't say anything. I'll be like, no, I'm not, mate. I'm just checking on you, make sure you're all right. But there's someone in life, right, that has all sorts of shit going on, right? He's a dad, right, which, you know, parenting brings its own stresses. He's hard working, goes all over the fucking place. And here he is, buying me a coffee. And saying, cheers, Dunk, I'm with you. Instead of going around telling people what to do with their lives. I know I'd rather share a beer with, and I've shared one with Gareth. Mark the legend. Fucking, he is a legend. Every day he supports me. Squad! Channel member, he says, thanks, brother, have a lovely weekend. And do you know what, Mark? I'm going to. I am. I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. Agents here. FN agent. I don't know if I've read this one. Oh, no, I think I might have done this one. Yeah, I've done this one, so I'm not reading it out again. But I do like that bit where it says... He's still catching up on the content. Thanks for the content. Stop mistreating Remy. Then in brackets he put, fuck me dead, some people have no idea how well you treat and how much you love your boy. And then he says, glad to see you, the missus, and especially Remy, keeping well. We're all right, aren't we, pal? Yeah. Okay, I think that's it, guys, on the super thanks. We didn't have a live stream yesterday, did we? No, so there'll be none of them. I have no idea if anything came in on PayPal or Monzo. Someone sent me a message. I could prepare the potatoes and cook the chicken. This is my chick that I treat terribly. I've told her, Sunday tomorrow, you get in that fucking kitchen. No, we're going to an away game tomorrow and I'm taking her and her son because I'm nice like that. And she's saying, what are we going to do about Sunday dinner? And she's saying, I can prepare it all and then we can have it when we get back. So my life's amazing. It's nice. I've missed all that. You know what I mean? It's good. Good. Right. I don't think anything came in on PayPal or Monzo. If it did, guys, please let me know. Charlotte, my daughter, usually sends me little screenshots. Jaws the Bull. Oh, I've read that. Out now. Yeah. Email me, Dunk. You know, it should give you my email address. What's this one here? JSLFC channel lurking member. That's from the other day. Yeah, I've done all these. Okay, so the only one is Revolut. Did anyone buy me a beer for today? That's all that matters. Right, let's have a look. The world can be blowing itself to smithereens, but as long as I get a beer with my pal Martin today, I'll be happy. And then, I hope that person's not watching that, you know, they can't comment anymore, but that person that said about sexualising my woman. Oh, wow, fucking sexual. I tell you what. See, on a Saturday, I'll go for a beer, right, with my mate Martin. And then, in the afternoon, right, when she finishes work, she goes, I'm going to go home and get changed, showered and everything. I'll see you down there. And then she walks in the bar to where we are. It's a real narrow, like, entrance all the way through. And all the fellas go, oh, okay, no, she's... And then they see her sit with me and they go, fuck me, he must have some money or a big dick. And I'm going, and I go, hello, darling. I go, ooh, look at that. I'd say I'm making her an object, aren't I? We're fucking chill, right? You would. She's lovely. And we get on mighty fine, thank you very much. But she doesn't start improving my fucking protein drinks in the morning she's out. Let's have a look. Oh, Rossman, 1829's gone out of my beer fund for them pictures. I must be fucking mad. I agree, Remy. What's this here? Here we go. Oh my days! Oh, I love this one. Can I? Oh, how do I reply to it? Hang on a minute. You're gonna like this one, guys. This is from Traumatic, one of my amazing subscribers on here. Sent me something for a beer on Revolut and put, "Hey, Dunk, I don't think you are objectifying your bird enough. Have a drink on me to sort that out." Oh, man, mint. Oh, and who else was it? Do you remember I said on here the other day, whenever that product, or Kev come on, I always say, "Hey, it's a token, like, black friends here," like, you know what I mean? And someone commented and went, "Add me to the list of token black friends," with a black thumbs up in the comment. Well, fuck me. That's the kind of people I want in my life, right? Because what they don't realise is that we are poking fun at those racist fucks out there. That's what they don't realise. So when I say, oh, this is, if I get, someone that's non-white on my channel and I say, this is my token black friend, my token Muslim friend, right? Cass, for example. Some people go, oh, I'm very offended by that. I can't believe you're saying that. It's like, do you not realise we're poking fun at these racist fuckers? These people that go, I'm not racist, my friends. Do you not realise that? How thick are you? I can't remember who it was in the comments. I could go and get the comment, but we'll be here all day. But you will do for me. I think I know who it was, but I don't want to guess. Put me down as one of his token black friends. And the thumbs up. Oh my days! Oh, and then people think they can come on here and make me sad. Imagine us in a room having a party, right? And them looking through the windows at us going, look at them. I love it. Traumatic. What a legend. Have a drink on me to sort that out. You're not objectifying your bird enough. Amazing. Fucking great, man. David Sands, other day, man, I got you. And Ian as well. And he said my videos help him every day. They were from a couple of days back. Right, let me just check. Pound sterling. Pound sterling. Look at that. Oh, we're getting very fair on that, will I? I'm not showing euros one. I don't want to let them know if I've got anything in my bacon. I won't get me one. Oh, is that all I've got? No, hang on a minute. I'm 1829 down because I did a good deed for someone. Instead of going around trying to upset someone, I did something to make someone smile. Oh no. Euros. I've done euros and pounds. No, that's it. I think we're up to date. Well, I've really enjoyed this briefing. What about you? I've got to go though because I've got lots of work to do. Oh. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please thumbs up the video. If you're with me, do that. If you're one of them, if you're upset, oh my God, I can't believe I can't reply to him. I'll reply with, if you're one of them, thumbs it down. Look at that, just come on perfectly. Oh. Please, I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to try and stare at that pie and speak at the same time. I said spend time. Please thumbs up the video if you are with me. Thumbs it down if you're bitch. Drop me a comment, please, if you've got anything nice to say. If you haven't, you won't last around here very long. If you're trying to be joking in the comment section, make sure you put an emoji on the end, or else I'll think you're just a facetious fucker. Oh, can you hear Remy? He's licking his chops. We're going to have this pie in a minute, Remy. Oh. There's a love out under the video if you want to support my channel, right? There's links in the video description, an alternative method, especially the Revolut one, which is $18.29 down, I think, if you want to get me a beer. Which I am going to go for a drink today. And that's it. Channel member, join. Become a channel member if you want. I'd love you a lot if you did that. I'll do anything for you if you join the VIP members website. But remember, I know some of you would if you could, and you can't. But you can leave a comment, you can watch, and you can thumbs up. Get me fucking lit! She's fucking amazing. You're not having all that. Come here. Someone check on you recently. Is it necessary to eat on camera? And that's why I'm doing it. Here then. Get it. Here. You won't take it. Come on, get it. Maybe. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's happy too.